Hey, what is going on, pros and PROesse? It's KMJ and here's just 123, back for another 103 sit down commentary session. Today is going to be on Drop Zone on the map, though one of my favourite playlists of all time, believe it or not, Drop Zone. I really love Drop Zone as a playlist. It's a shame they took it away. This is one of my big concerns of COD, but that's for another story and another topic and for another day. The final score of this game, baby, will be 58-21. I believe I'll use a variety of guns and stuff, and I deliberately used the YouTube launcher because I believe I was completing the challenge, so that is not intentionally completing the YouTube, because we know how everyone hates YouTube, so, give me a bit of slack, guys. But anyways, I want to talk about a topic today and get your opinions and views on it. I've got one of these, well, not random pictures, but it's a spiritual experience picture, and it basically says, we are not human beings having a spiritual experience, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. Now, as soon as I read that, and basically I digested it for a couple of minutes, I kind of thought, holy crap, that is kind of real, because, at the end of the day, we are our brain. At the end of the day, our brain. Well, I mean, we could be a soul, but at the end of the day, we are our brain. Our brain is where we think and make our decisions. So, in the matter of perspective, that is like, we are the brain. We're just controlling the body with our brain, but it feels like we are the body, if that makes kind of sense. So I guess in a way, we're not actually the body, we are the brain, but I mean, that's obviously not confirmed, but that's just what it seems like. Some people say, oh, there's life in the heart. The heart is just a muscle which pumps blood, it just does that, nothing else. But as far as like spiritual experience, now, obviously some people believe we have a soul, some people believe we don't have a soul, it's based on, beliefs and stuff. So if you just take beliefs out of this for a second and just take this, out of the question, and just think about standard, normal nothingness. So if you take into consideration we are all a spiritual being, then I believe in a spiritual being is that we... Oh, that was an epic fail there, by the way. I just tied that barrel around the corner. I do believe that we travel from living thing to living thing with our spirit. It's just that we don't remember the before or after afterlives, obviously, because and that guy as well, bloody shooting down my helicopter, wherever was shooting down the help me shoot down. I want to get the XP. So that's what I purely believe in, is that we travel from thing to thing. I know in the future this is all going to change, and obviously that there'll be extended life, and we're artificial limbs and hearts and all that stuff, so we'll live for bare longer, and there'll be cures for everything, and we won't die, and we'll be on different planets and interstellar race. I think that's what it is, an interstellar living thing, which will be good. It'd be good if we had bases on the moon, bases here, bases there. It's just the fact of getting the oxygen up there and getting oxygen sensors. But anyway, that's kind of off topic now. It is a freak if you think about it, just to think that with something like this invisible spiritual invisible thing. I don't know what, you don't even know what to call it, guys. This weird invisible thing, and that we're in this different thing. It does probably freak me out though. Like sometimes when I'm laying in bed and all of a sudden I'm just like, oh my god, one day, eventually one day it's all gonna come to an end, and obviously no one knows the answer, no one knows what happens really, but it's kind of just like, oh my god, what's gonna happen, and it's just that weird feeling you get inside of your body, which makes you think you're different from like just a body, because when I think of, while I think of that, I think of just having that weird essence inside me, and it's really hard to explain, guys. I'm trying to explain this in the best way to you. Just a quick note as well, the M14 is an absolute beast of a gun. If you haven't tried it, please use it, because it kills in like two bullets, as you'll see. And it's like a really good gun, high accuracy and everything. It's a really good gun. But back to the topic, it's just like, I ask people, obviously if they're religious and they believe in that, but I'm like, what if it's not real? What if, because there's no evidence. I'll get into details now because I don't want to start arguing in the comment section. But like, what if it's not real? Then obviously if it's not real, then you won't know. You won't know it's not real, because you'll be dead. That's it. You won't physically, mentally know. But because then the thing is with the spiritual thing as well. This brings it onto another story, is with like ghosts and stuff. Like, you know, what are ghosts? Are ghosts whether our ghosts are spirits where basically when we die we either get to choose to become a ghost and be on Earth and haunt people, or we get to, I don't know, do something else. For example, I don't know, something else, another choice which we don't know about. So yeah, there's two reasons for ghosts. Some people say ghosts are a natural species. They're a really advanced species, but obviously they're invisible when they want to be. They pop up when they want to be. They obviously freak the hell out of us. They I mean, they're just freaky. I mean, everyone's sure you know what ghosts are, and but that's a couple of options. What people say, I mean, a highly advanced species is. It's quite possible. It's just because we don't understand them properly, because they never show up on camera or anything. So it's kind of like no one can ever capture them. There's never been 100%. Because I 100%, 110% believe in them, because my dad. I've got a story for you guys. Actually, quick one. When my dad was younger, he was working with my granddad on this house, like a mansion house. They were gardeners. People say they were cutting the grass, trimming the hedges and all that. So my granddad and the current landowner went in for a drink or something. And long before this, there was an old owner of the house, right? So while my dad was cutting the bushes or something, he already said to me there was this horse that was always in the field, and every now and then it would just disappear randomly and it was nowhere to be seen. So like I said, one day the horse disappeared, so he looked around, turned up, looked back, and he swears down on everyone's life. He swears down on my life, he swears down on everyone's life and everything, that he saw a figure with a hat and like a big coat and a guy standing there. So what are you going to do? What is your natural reaction? He literally sprinted to the house, told his dad, oh my god, there's a guy out there. So my granddad got on, a bloody pickaxe and ran out there, and there was no one there, and the horse was back. So my granddad was like, I know, we'll just, whatever, continue trimming the hedges. So later that day, when they were all back in the house, I think in a random room, there was a picture of the older landowner that used to own the house. And my dad was like, to my granddad, oh, look, that's the guy. And then my granddad was like, who? And then my dad was like, that's the guy I saw in the ghost. And then the current owner of the house, said, oh yeah, that's just XX, his name. Oh yeah, he's been spotted around here before. He's been seen around a few times around this area. He's just making sure you're looking after the house, looking after the garden, you're giving it nice and everything. And Dad just totally freaked out. Like, honestly, he said that he's been spotted around before. My dad said he spotted him, and he was buried on the site as well. And every time the horse went, he would appear. So that is just pure freakiness, guys. Like, honestly, that is so freaky. Like, oh man, and I believe him, because why don't you believe him? Why should you not believe him? Just because you haven't seen something doesn't mean it's not real. That's not with everything, but with certain things, but it's just freaky how he saw, and that's the same figure on the landowner. If you just think about that deeply, guys, and just think he actually saw something, it's actually kind of worrying almost, because it's like, wow, he may be a good one, there's obviously bad ones and stuff as well. You get all these TV shows like
Most Haunted and Darren Brown, when they go into like the experience, and you've got all these people and illusionists and stuff, and some of it's fake, come on, but at the end of the day it is real, and you have to try it out for yourself. Another thing as well is my dad also tried the Ouija board, the Ouija board, or whatever it's called, the Ouija board, and he swears down again, it moved on its own, done it in a random farm that was deserted in the middle of the night, and it moved and stuff, and he just got freaked out and just sprinted back home. And like, I've been lucky. I've never, ever, and I'm 19, and I'm 19 years old, by the way, as I'm recording this. I've never had a experience with let's say a third being or something. I've never had experience or anything. I've been quite lucky, I guess. I mean, at the same time, I say I want to see one, but I don't want to see one because it will freak me out big time. But like, I kind of want to just see from my own eyes that they are real, and I truly believe in this second, third life, or whatever it is, But at the same time, that is really, really freaky, But yeah, I've been lucky. I haven't seen anything or experienced anything. You know, so I guess in a way that is good, because then you won't get freaked out and whatever. Like I said, I think I haven't had an experience is because I really believe in them. I believe they are 100% real. That's why I haven't had an experience or anything. But yeah, give me your comments and suggestions on this, guys, and see whether you guys have had any experiences or whether you believe in them or you think they're fake or whatever. But guys, they are real. You can't deny it. But anyway, guys, like I said, thank you for watching. We did lose the score, but it's all about getting the big kills, isn't it? At the end of the day, it's all about the good old gameplays, getting the high kills and the least amount of deaths, just like the good old days back in the COD days. So thank you for watching, guys, and I shall see you all later.